guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I hope you subscribe before you go. Leave me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Leave me a comment down below telling me how you found it. Also, I wanted to tell you, if you don't follow me on other social media, I was mentioned in Voyage Phoenix magazine, which is a great honor as one of the influencers in the area to get to know. So I'll leave a link right here, I think. Is it on my pink side? Does it come up on my pink side? And you can check that out if you're interested to know just a little bit more about me. Today we're going to start in on my series of my events and purchases while at the Makeup Show New York. As I film these videos, I'm going to tell you some anecdotes and side stories about what all went on there and things that you should know about the Makeup Show, because if you're in the industry, you're going to want to attend sometime at the Makeup Show in one of the locations where they have it throughout the year, or like the Momentum series or iArtist where they have extensive teaching. Dying to go to those. Dying. I mean, the teaching is so good at the Makeup Show. They have real well-known, seasoned artists who've been in the industry for years and years, and everyone is so generous about sharing their tips and their experiences, and these guys don't hold back. They'll answer anything that you want to know. The press night always starts with a really great talk from James Vincent. He gets you so pumped up just to feel the artistry, be in the moment, to learn and to create, and it just really, really pumps me up. He's the lead artistic director for the Makeup Show. He does an awesome job, and I just appreciate him so much. I mean, came out of an elevator one day and he was standing there and I'm like, makeup royalty. So, you know, these are my rock stars, is these people that are in the industry that are doing the actual makeup artist work, you know, in the trenches and beating those faces and everything. These are my superheroes. I just cannot emphasize enough how awesome it is to be surrounded by that kind of energy and by people who totally get what you love and totally get what you do and are always striving to make their craft better. And the brands, they just, you know, lift the artists up so much and they help them, and it's just an amazing event. This event is totally unlike any of the others. It is for makeup artists, for makeup artistry, to support makeup artistry. It's really an industry event, and it's fantastic. You gotta go. One of the first time exhibitors at the Makeup Show was Pat McGrath Labs. That's right. I said the name of the mother herself, Pat McGrath. Their booth was stunning. It was just this display of visual artistry, and it was so exciting. And the lady I talked to, I don't remember her name offhand, but she was so beautiful and she was just so fun, and I just really vibed with her, man. But so I want to show you what I got. Of course, I got some really cool sequins. I got the Dark Matter set. It comes with 3 pigments: black, mercury, and astral white pigment. I was actually going for the one that had the blue cobalt pigment in it, but this is what I came home with, so I'm not mad at it, but I really do want that blue pigment. I mean, it was super busy, you know, it was hard to get everybody's order just exactly right. These are the colors, richly pigmented colors, really beautiful. The set comes with a big black kohl smudge liner and a brush, so you can work all this in here. And it comes with an eyeglass, which I was fascinated to get. I always like eyeglasses, and I remember the ones that MAC had put out a while ago, well, a long time ago. I wonder how many of you remember that. If you do, let me know down below, but they were terrible. They were terrible. Beautiful colors, but terrible. I'm going to show you what happens when you put the eyeglass on the black. Look, can you see? Isn't it gorgeous? The eyeglass pretty much matches the astral pigment. It has some lavender pinky colors in it, and it's just a clear eyeglass. Of course, for editorial work or to pop your collarbones or whatever you want to do with it. I bought the Liquid Lust set, which comes with purple sequins. Yes, I kept all the sequins. Gosh, they're so holographic. They're so beautiful. It says a nude liquid lipstick. Is that not gorgeous? Gorgeous. And it has a shimmering gloss, golden shimmering gloss. It's beautiful, right? Just beautiful. It was so cool to be there and to see the Pat McGrath stuff. I had gone to Sephora the day before because I wanted to look at the palettes, because I thought, well, if she brings the palettes, what palette do I want? And so I looked at the palettes. I hadn't looked at the lipsticks yet because I just thought, well, I'll never remember which lipsticks I want, so I'll just wait and see if she brings any. So I got 3 lipsticks. They're in these really cool lipstick suitcases. You know, this is just like an artist portfolio. And so anything that's like an artist portfolio, I just love. Give me all the artistry, artistic little things, and I'm all about that. And all the ones that I got, all 3 of the ones I got have a different little portfolio with them. They're so cool. I just want to keep it forever. They're so cool. Look at this. This is her eyes and her lips. Is that not cool? You've probably seen the Pat McGrath lipsticks before. They have the pretty lip here. They have a really substantial weight. They feel really good. This is La Beija. They have a nice bullet shape. Let's see, where can I put these? La Beija. Next I have Sextrology. It's nice pink. And then I have Profumo. And I bought just nudie pinks because we're going into summer, and that's mostly what I wear in summer. And I wanted to try out the line. So I've got a good nude, a nude pink, and a good bright pink. Of course, as I try them out, I'll be needing a violet and a coral and a red and everything else. Something funny that happened when we went to the press review, there's always a press bag to give you samples so that you can talk about things that are important in artistry work and experience them, you know, so that you can talk about them. I was waiting there I get so excited to hear James talk because he just gets me pumped up. I thought, well, I'll just look in my bag real quick, make sure that I have, you know, the pamphlet, because last time my pamphlet was missing from my bag, and I wanted to make sure I had all the written details that I needed. And I looked down and I went, oh my God. And I picked it up and I went, look what's in the bag. This is the Bronze Ambition palette by Pat McGrath. I went, oh my gosh. And I took it and I put it back down really carefully, like it was, you know, a dream and I'd break it or something. And so when James got up there, he said, you know, I saw some of you going, oh, look at this. Oh, afraid to touch it. He was right. I was afraid to touch it. Artist portfolios. So cute. These are richly pigmented shadows. These have an amazing feel. So much better than I'd even hoped. I mean, yeah, I've seen all the videos, but I couldn't imagine it until I tried it myself. These are worth every penny because, you guys, it will last you forever because you just need so little pigment. This is the Bronze Ambition, which I received for free from the Makeup Show and Pat McGrath. Well, thank you so much. It's amazing, amazing. When I went to Sephora the day before the show started and I checked out Pat McGrath's eye palettes, the one that I really wanted the very, very most was La Vie en Rose. And she brought the small mothership palettes to the show. She didn't bring the big ones, but she brought the small mothership palettes to the show. One way or another, this palette was coming home with me from New York. Whether I had to go back to Sephora or whether she had it there at the show, and she did have it there at the show. Look at that purple. Rich, royal purple. Rich, rich pigment. Rich, royal purple. Just love, 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 love. I wanted to wear this palette for my Pat McGrath video, but, you know, I just was doing neon today, and so that's the way it goes. But have you ever seen such a great purple palette? everything. Everything. Look on Instagram on Pat McGrath Labs, and you'll see a lot of beautiful looks using this palette. Gosh, it's so amazing. Could have gone whole ham on her booth, but you know, these booths were so busy that sometimes it was hard to get around to look at the items. But she did something really good, which was she had the whole setup on one end and then the whole setup again on the other end, so that people could get to everything on both sides of the booth, which was a really good idea. Now I want to lead you into my Stilazzi haul. I'm going to break up all my videos into just a couple of areas that I hauled at once, so that they're shorter, and so that, you know, if you don't like longer videos, you can just watch whatever you want to watch. I went to Stilazzi because you know that this crease brush, it's called the Crease Blender. The L215 is my favorite crease brush ever for diffusing my color. So I had to get more of these. I think I bought 3. No, I bought 2. So that I would have 3, because I had one I bought from LA. So I bought 2. I only have 3. That makes me feel paranoid. But they also have another crease brush, and I wanted to try it. This is a precision crease blender. It's not as fluffy as this one, and it's also not as pointed as, like, say, the Esom brush from Muse Beauty Pro. I think I bought 3 of these. No, I only bought 2. Okay, I can't function without at least 3 of one particular brush, because, you know, I might want to take a purple and blend this out, and then I might want to also have a brown in there, and I might want to blend it out separately or in a different area. So I have to have like 3 of every brush. That's just how I am, and I don't know, I just have to. So if I love this brush, then I'm gonna have to plan to get more. But girl, you gotta get this crease blender. This is the best just diffusion blending brush that you'll ever use, I promise. I also bought the Kabuki Dome face brush because I kind of wanted another foundation brush. I lost my favorite foundation brush, and I've been using the It Cosmetics one, and I just don't want to buy another It Cosmetics brush because they're more expensive, and so I wanted to try the Stilazzi one. And I have one like this from Beauty Junkies that I use all the time for concealer, sticking it in there and all this, and so I wanted to try the Stilazzi one because I like their brushes. I bought 3 sets of lashes to try. This one's upside down. It's called Allure. I wore it in my last video. Yeah, I wore it in my last video. It's pretty fluffy. This is Bad a Lash Mini. And this is just the corner tease. I wanted to give these a shot, give them a try before I went whole ham on them or anything. So I just want to try them out, see how they do, and I'll let you know. And I brought home 3 of their gel liners. It's kind of funny because it was the press night when we were there, and you know, brands were setting up and everything, and I ran into Brian, who owns Stilazzi, and he said, "Wait, I don't want it to sound stalkerish, but I know you. I watched your video." And I mean, I was in New York. Anyway, I talked to him. He was really, really nice, and it was really enjoyable, and you know, he made me feel like a rock star, so that was really cool. I bought the Sapphire. Oh, okay, I haven't opened yet because I've been waiting to show you on video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open them and swatch them for Instagram swatches. I wanted 3 of the most different colors than what I already have. So I got Amethyst, which, you know, I love a good purple liner, Emerald, and Sapphire. And I'll insert swatches so that you can see how they are, and I'm going to start using them and let you know what I think. And then to round out this video, I'm going to tell you the other brushes that I bought. I went to Smith Cosmetics because I wanted to get more of their 247. I really like this brush. The one brush that you might think is the most similar to it is the MAC 217, but I like this so much better. Well, you know how the 217 sheds, and the 217 has just continual breakage. And plus they're not natural hair now, and these are natural hair. And they're made of really fine goat hair. There's different areas where you take the hair off a goat, and it depends, you know, not all goat hair brushes are the same. Some are really crummy, and they break a lot. And some are good, but they break a lot. But these, I haven't had the breakage problems or the falling out or any of that I've had with my MAC brushes. So I really like these for the eye, for the lid area. And then I wanted to try the 230. They were out of this when I was in LA, so I wanted to try the 230 for in the crease and see how that goes. And of course, if I like it, I'll get some more sometime. I also wanted their brush portfolio. I mean, I can just imagine, you know, I have my brushes in, I have a brush belt from when I used to work, but I have my brushes in cups and all that, like everybody does. But, you know, I could just imagine having the brush folio, and it's like a notebook for brushes. And I have one for all my watercolor and oil paint brushes. And it's jam-packed full of brushes, of course, because, you know, brush curious, brush fanatic. Anyway, I can just imagine having this little portfolio and just having it there and opening it up and using my brush, cleaning it, putting it back where it goes, and it would be so good. It would be so good. So I'm kind of, you know, that's in my future, I think, the brush folio. Probably the big one, maybe the small one, I don't know. We got this brush from Cosetti, and everybody got a different one, I think. And this was in the PR thing. So this is a crease brush, crease blending brush, and I'll check it out and see how it goes. And then one thing I wanted to show you in regards to brushes that I got from Miss Dave. This is their large brush holder. This is good for travel. You put your brushes in there, zip it, and then when you get to the hotel room, like I often do, where there's nowhere to put my brushes, and I get paranoid that somebody's gonna steal them anyway, but it opens up, it folds down, it's hot pink like my hair, and it folds down and makes a nice brush holder. I wish I would have bought 2 of these, but there's a reason that I didn't, because I'd already bought one from somewhere else and it didn't have the fold down thing, and I was very disappointed once I figured that out. But otherwise I would have bought 2 of these. But you know, you only have so much room in your suitcase to bring stuff back. And I hand carry on all my brushes, so I only had so much room to hand carry. Because my brushes are my babies, and if they get stolen, I will freak out. I can replace makeup, I can't replace a well-loved brush. It's just a thing. Brush curious, brush hoe, brush fanatic. So this is what I got from Pat McGrath and Stilazzi and Smith Cosmetics. Well, and Miss Dave. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know which brand you want to see next from the makeup show. And until then, just keep watching and enjoy my neon summer.